seconds and counting.
Hey, what's good, guys? It's Clutch and Dameon here, back with another video. And for today's video, we're talking about the Houston Texans. And of course, as we know, we played our first preseason game against the New Orleans Saints recently, and we ended up pulling out the win, 17-13, thanks to a very late Johnny Johnson touchdown with a pretty good drive by Jeff Driscoll, of course. But that's not really the point of the video. The main point of the video that I want to get to is Dameon Pierce. We drafted Dameon Pierce in the 4th round, and many people thought we were going to probably draft Breece Hall in the 2nd round, and then after we didn't do that, maybe go Isaiah Spiller like in the beginning of the 4th, maybe the end of the 3rd, something like that. But we didn't, and instead we went for the University of Florida running back, Dameon Pierce. And as we've seen, it's kind of turning out to be probably one of the steals of our draft. I mean, obviously it's way too early to tell. We just barely played our first preseason game, and of course not even all of our rookies have played yet. But just based on the rookies that have played, he looks probably like the best one so far. Either him or Petrie. But offensively, is definitely him. I mean, of course, we haven't seen Kenyon Green and John Mechie. But yeah, Dameon Pierce, he's looked phenomenal. Dating all the way back to camp. And then a little bit before camp, during those mini camp and OTAs and whatnot, rookie mini camp, he's looked like the best running back that the team has. And he kind of showed it a couple nights ago as well. Of course, Marlon Mack started the night, but he only had 3 carries for 6 yards, and that's not really sufficient. And Dameon Pierce, he had 5 carries for 49 yards, averaging 9.8 yards per carry. And when you look at that most important thing is 9.8 yards per carry. One run of 20, one run of 9, one run of 6, and I believe the other one was like in the teens. So I mean, when you average it out, obviously it's gonna hit 9.8. But like those runs, they were all pretty good. His shortest run was a gain of 6. And in the NFL, preseason or not, getting a gain of 6, that being your lowest yards that you've hit in a carry, that's pretty damn good. And especially for a rookie running back, still, I think it's 22. Being 22, your first NFL game, coming in like that, that's pretty good. And he doesn't turn 23 until next February. And he wasn't really used much in Florida. The Florida Gators, they didn't really, they didn't use him to as much as they should have used him, if you will. They didn't really use him to the best of his ability, to what he's really most best at, which is power running from what we've seen. Maybe, obviously, it's probably just a little bit of our scheme. But Dameon Pierce really is going to fit into our scheme. That 11 personnel, the heavy running offense, that run behind the fullback, that run behind the H-back, that run behind the tight end, that's what Dameon Pierce is going to be for us. Of course, he can mix it in with a little bit of zone running. We didn't really see that much, really any of it, a couple nights ago. But Dameon Pierce really showed that he can be a very, very good running back in our scheme. And if the Houston Texans do want to put out the best lineup to succeed, the best lineup to win games, Dameon Pierce should be on that Week 1 starting lineup. There's no reason Marlon Mack should be ahead of him come Week 1. If it's Week 1, the offense starts out there against Indianapolis, and Marlon Mack is out there, then I'm not really sure what to say. Because Marlon Mack, no offense to him, but Dameon Pierce, he already looks better than him. I mean, just from that one preseason game we've seen, he looks more energetic. He looks more fresh. Of course, Marlon Mack had that Achilles tear, so obviously it's not his fault. But obviously he's not going to be as fast or have that much of a burst as Dameon Pierce. Dameon Pierce is like a good 6 years younger than him, I think, like 5 or 6 years younger than him. Hasn't really had any major injuries at all, and wasn't even used that much in college. So he really has a ton of gas left in the tank compared to Marlon Mack, who really just doesn't. I mean, he's still fairly young, 27, 28-ish, but you really can't compare the two. If it's me, if I'm the coach, if I'm Lovie Smith, if I'm Pep Hamilton, and I'm putting out that starting 11 offense out there, it's definitely Dameon Pierce at running back, and I'm giving him damn near 20 carries a game, probably. Trying to hit 20 carries a game. Of course, we're going to be that heavy run team. We're probably going to be a running back by committee, but in a few ways, or at least to start the season, I don't think we're going to give Dameon Pierce like that. The keys to the running back offense, or to that running back number 1, like right out of the gate for the offense. But I definitely do think come midseason he will be. So come midseason he should be getting 20 carries a game. But to start, he's probably going to be maybe getting 10, 9, 10, anywhere in that range. And then, of course, the rest split up between Marlon Mack, Rex Burkhead, and any other running back / fullback that makes the team. Maybe even get like Brandon Cooks on some jet sweeps, guys like that, and who Collins on some jet sweeps, something like that. But yeah, probably like 10 carries just to start off with the game. But yeah, Dameon Pierce, and some other things to note from that preseason game. He looked very, very good in that one rep of pass protection that we saw. Obviously, it's gone a little bit viral on Twitter as of late. It's on a play action. Jeff Driscoll fakes a handoff to Dameon Pierce. And Dameon Pierce just absolutely levels the defender. I believe it was a linebacker blitzing. I'm not 100% sure. It was either a linebacker or like a defensive end. And regardless, for Dameon Pierce to be what? I think it's like 5'8", maybe 5'9", something like that. To pick up, basically put him on his ass. Like he picked him up and just like kind of threw him off of him in a way. And it gave Jeff Driscoll a couple more split seconds to make a throw. And I mean, it is Jeff Driscoll, so we didn't really get to see the outcome of that. Really, it wasn't a great outcome. But Dameon Pierce, he's really showing off his ability to be an all-around running back. And when I look at him, he kind of looks like a Mark Ingram / Ezekiel Elliott in a way. Of course, that Ezekiel Elliott, when I say that, I don't mean exactly the way Ezekiel Elliott is as a running back, but he shows off a little bit of similarities. When you look at Ezekiel Elliott, his ability to be good in pass protection for the Cowboys, Dameon Pierce also replicates that in a way. Ezekiel Elliott's ability to be patient, wait for the hole to open up, and if it never opens up, if it's never there, just lower your shoulders and run over a guy. And that's how Dameon Pierce is as well. And of course, Ezekiel Elliott's ability to be an impactful running back in the passing game, Dameon Pierce can also do that. We haven't seen that yet in the NFL or for the Texans, but we've seen it displayed in college for Florida. And of course, Mark Ingram, he shares all those three things as well. The ability to make his presence felt in the passing game, and of course, being good at pass protecting, and of course, being that running back that can put your shoulders down and run over guys and create lanes, create your own lanes, create your own hole. So there's no hole there. Go open up your own hole. And that's what all those three running backs are going to do. I really see the comparison between the three. But yeah, if I had to say, I think Dameon Pierce is definitely going to be a franchise running back for years to come. I think we're probably going to be a running back by committee team as long as Pep Hamilton is our offensive coordinator, and as long as we keep running this type of offense, 11 personnel, heavy running team, we're probably going to be a running back by committee. Probably Dameon Pierce is going to get the majority of the carries, but of course we're going to have another two running backs possibly in the future that are going to take some of that workload off, because you don't want to overuse your running back one. You don't want to get them too tired towards the end of the season and towards when the playoffs comes in the next few years when we do get there, when we do become a playoff team. But yeah, the excitement is real. The hype is real for Dameon Pierce. He's really as good as advertised, as he has been advertised throughout camp and throughout this whole offseason, basically. But yeah, Dameon Pierce is probably one of my favorite players on the Texans right now. I mean, he should be one of yours as well. Let me know y'all's guys' thoughts on Dameon Pierce. Do y'all think he's going to be our franchise running back? How do you think he performed against the Saints? How do you think he's looked during camp? And he's going to have a very good matchup against the Los Angeles Rams coming up. I'm not sure how many starters they're going to play, really, because, of course, they're the Rams. They don't really need to play too many starters and risk injury, but we'll see how he does against the Rams. I have no doubt in my mind he's definitely going to create some plays for himself. But yeah, of course, as always, make sure to drop a like and subscribe and leave a comment. But it's been Clutch City Entertainment out, and I hope you guys have a good day. Peace.